Get ready for some incredible news, because we are kicking things off with an unbelievable story from Brazil. A new all-Indigenous soccer team has officially debuted in Rio de Janeiro, and they are already bringing the heat with a victory in their very first match. We dive into the details of this historic moment and how these players are rewriting the narrative in Brazilian football.
Here's a simple way to protect your phone without stress. This ALIN 3-pack comes with tempered glass screen protectors, camera lens protectors, and an installation frame for an easier, cleaner fit. It's clear, case-friendly, and built to help guard against scratches and everyday bumps. Check the link in the comments to get it on Amazon.
Next up, we take you deep into the heart of the action with the Originarios soccer team. We'll explore everything that went down during their training sessions in Marica, Brazil, showing you the intense preparation these Indigenous players undergo, from riding buses to gathering in the dressing room before facing giants like Barcelona. This is more than just a game, it's a statement. Now let's shift gears completely and look at the high-level strategy shaping the game. We sit down with Davide Ancelotti, Brazil's assistant manager, to unpack his philosophy on tactics, from the cutting-edge ideas of Pep Guardiola to the defensive mastery of Diego Simon, and how he builds a complete team for the World Cup. And finally, we bring you the latest drama shaking up the stars. Neymar's situation at Santos is boiling over after explosive reports of a clash with Robinho Jr. During training, find out what happened and why this confrontation is making headlines. Don't miss a second of this action. Stay locked in with us. Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. A new era in Brazilian football has begun with the debut of an all-Indigenous soccer team, marking a significant moment for Indigenous representation in the sport. The story centers on Savio Conrado Mura, who recently made the momentous decision to leave his ancestral home in the Amazon rainforest. Mura departed from his village, characterized by traditional stilt houses, in early April with the ambitious goal of pursuing a professional soccer career and potentially representing his people on the international stage, including the Brazilian national team at the World Cup. This move signifies a powerful convergence of cultural heritage and global sports ambition, positioning Mura as a trailblazer for Indigenous athletes in Brazilian football. An all-Indigenous soccer team, Originarios, made a professional debut in Rio de Janeiro on Sunday, securing a victory in its inaugural match. The team is composed exclusively of Indigenous players and competes in Rio's 5th division. The debut highlighted the journey of players like goalkeeper Savio Conrado Mura, who left his Amazon rainforest village to pursue a professional soccer career. Mura, who takes his surname from the Mura people, expressed his ambition to represent his community on the national stage. Originarios brings together players from 10 Brazilian states, with 15 selected from approximately 400 videos of Indigenous players, coached by Wesley Tarrana. The team practices in Marica, Brazil, and maintains cultural traditions, including singing in native languages and using war paint, alongside rigorous soccer training. Despite challenges, including logistical hurdles like players riding school buses for training, the team showcased a strong performance, scoring both goals in the first half against rival Barcelona. The project underscores the significant barriers Indigenous peoples face in Brazil, where the Indigenous population is less than 1% of the total residents, and few Indigenous men have played in the top 4 divisions. Team administrator Anderson Terra noted that the club's viability was secured through a deal with a Rio-based club, and the main goal is to provide opportunities rather than immediately aiming for the top league. Coach Huberlin Silva emphasized the need to break down prejudice against native Brazilians in soccer, urging the team to use their platform to tell their stories. Originarios views their participation as an act of resistance and pride. Davide Ancelotti, Brazil's assistant manager for the upcoming World Cup, offered an in-depth look into his coaching philosophy, drawing on his extensive background and insights from top global managers. Discussing his journey, Ancelotti reflected on his early immersion in football, starting at age 6 by training with his father, Carlo Ancelotti, and witnessing the talent of players like Gianluigi Buffon, Lilian Thuram, and Fabio Cannavaro. This foundational experience preceded his roles as an assistant manager for major clubs including Bayern Munich, Napoli, Everton, and Real Madrid. In a conversation with reporters, Ancelotti detailed his eclectic approach to management, noting that inspiration comes from various sources. He cited Pep Guardiola for being cutting-edge, Jurgen Klopp for high pressing, Roberto De Zerbi for tactical subtlety, and Diego Simon, Unai Emery, and his own father for the zonal defense philosophy of Arrigo Sacchi and the 4-4-2 formation. Ancelotti emphasized that a manager's identity is constantly evolving, stressing the need to adapt to players and opponents while maintaining clear core principles. He believes a successful team must be complete, capable of executing diverse strategies, referencing the versatility shown by recent Champions League winners like Paris Saint-Germain. On defensive strategy, Ancelotti advocated for zonal defense in the own half, suggesting a 2 lines of 4 and a line of 2 structure, but stressed the necessity of evolving beyond fixed shapes. He highlighted the concept of Mittelfeld pressing, learned in Germany, where the high line is maintained without immediate ball pressure, emphasizing the need for players to recognize triggers to switch between high pressing and dropping deep. When analyzing tactical challenges, Ancelotti addressed how to counter specific formations, such as the 4-4-2, by creating central overloads. He detailed tactical adjustments used in past matches, including how his team adapted against Liverpool's structure by using positional shifts, such as moving key players like Jude Bellingham centrally to create defensive stability and space for attacking players. Beyond tactics, Ancelotti stressed the paramount importance of the human element in coaching. Drawing inspiration from Phil Jackson, he highlighted the need to build a strong human relationship with players, using personal stories and literature to connect with them and foster belief. Concluding his remarks, Ancelotti acknowledged the unique cultural context of Brazilian football, the desire to joga bonito, while also demanding victory. He concluded by stating that while the talent pool is exceptional, success requires balancing national culture with tactical adaptation, adding that winning the World Cup remains the ultimate goal for the Brazilian team. Neymar's tenure at Santos has been marked by controversy following reports of a physical altercation with Robinho Jr., the son of former Brazilian international Robinho, during a recent training session. The incident surfaced after Neymar was included in a Sunday training session at the club's facility, which included reserve players and the 18-year-old Robinho Jr., following Neymar's absence from the previous day's match due to artificial turf issues. According to Globo Esporte, an argument erupted when Neymar became irritated after being dribbled past by the teenager during a drill, prompting him to ask the youngster to slow down. The confrontation reportedly escalated into a physical push. At least one source cited by Globo Esporte claimed to have witnessed Neymar slapping Robinho Jr. and tripping him. This incident is particularly jarring given that Neymar has previously served as a mentor to Robinho Jr. within the Santos setup, and the two families share a long history as teammates on the national team. No official statements have been released from any party involved, including Santos, Robinho Jr.'s representatives, or Neymar's press team. However, reports indicate that Neymar approached Robinho Jr. to apologize before the session concluded, reportedly resolving the situation before the end of the training. Despite the on-field friction, Neymar's immediate focus remains on securing a spot in Brazil's 2026 World Cup squad. While his World Cup chances remain uncertain, the former PSG and Barcelona star is expected to return to the starting lineup at the first opportunity. Speaking at a press conference on Sunday, Santos head coach Cuca confirmed that Neymar is slated to start in the upcoming match against Deportivo Recolta in Paraguay on Tuesday. Cuca emphasized the importance of the fixture, stating, "They've already sold all the tickets there. Neymar is going to play. Of course he's going to play. After that, he'll have a run of games leading up to the call-up, doing his best and staying energized. Now it's about leaving everything on the pitch, helping us and helping himself." With Santos currently struggling at the bottom of Group D, Cuca has signaled his intent to keep Neymar in the lineup to maximize his chances before the national team announcement on May 18.